of the faith. Why is it that so many clergy are afraid to stand up for their faith? Leadership begins with them. Why is there so much lack of communication and confusion between what priests agree on? Okay, I know what you're talking about. That is a problem in the contemporary church, which is getting better, by the way. Be encouraged. It's going in the right direction. Why is that the case, though? You know, why are they doing that? Why are they afraid to preach about difficult things? Well, it is fear, I believe. Fear of rejection. In many cases, the priest is put in a position where if he upsets anybody, he gets in trouble. You know, they may call him into the chancery office, the bishop may read him the riot act, you know, and the people have a certain control. That's a mistake. That should not be the case. I know dozens of cases of priests who have been censured or even removed because they were solid. They dealt with controverted issues. I remember once a bishop, when I went in his diocese, he said to me, "Now, John, I don't want you to say anything negative." It reminded me of a pastor years ago who I went to do a Lenten mission in his parish, and he said, "Now, Father, please don't talk about sin." I said, "It's Lent. What do you want me to talk about?" "Oh, my people are good people." Yeah, right. No sin, right? Blessed Mother was immaculately conceived, nobody else. They're afraid to upset people. You know, one of the elements of leadership, not the ones that I did last night, but General Colin Powell has a presentation that he gives on leadership. And number one, and I won't use the rather coarse language that he uses, but you'll know what I'm talking about. He said, don't be afraid to make people angry. Don't be afraid to make people angry. A leader who is afraid of criticism, a leader who's afraid to be criticized or afraid to make people angry is no leader at all. Get out. Get out. Make room for somebody else. That's what happens with parents, you know. Parents, I don't want to have a fight with my children. I don't want to go through, you know, and I understand what you mean. You know, it goes on and on and on. Now, I said no. Now, and but, you know, they don't understand that no means no. That's your fault, not theirs. You have to be, you know, even a dog deserves consistency in his training. Heel or sit should mean that every single time. Otherwise, you've compromised your ability to teach and to lead. Every time, no exception. I make exceptions, and every time I pay for it. Whenever I make an exception to a norm, or when I don't do it with church teaching, but even in my own, the protocol of my own ministry, it should be the same every single time. Yeah, but they're going to get, you know, the priest may say, yeah, the people are going to get mad at me. I know, I sympathize with it, Father. I know what you're talking about. My whole life, for years, was that. You know, to this day, if I went to your average parish, don't think I'd be greeted like I am here. You know, this is the kind of congregation I have every single time, every place I go. Totally positive. Oh, one or two people might not like it. Fine, you know, that big deal. But if I went to your average parish, I wouldn't be received this way. Oh, they would raise you know what. Luckily, I don't care. But, you know, I don't get invited to those places. You know, by now my reputation precedes me. So I only get invited by certain kind of priest who knows what he's getting, and his people have been formed by him. So when I speak, you know, hey, they love it. I'm just confirming them in what they already know. I'm not usually telling them anything they don't know, because their good priest has already provided for their good education in the faith.